I don't care if you are a new player, or if you started playing Fortnite in Chapter 2, or you've been playing it from day one like me. There is in no universe, in no scenario, any perspective where this is understandable and like heat. All these like creators on Twitter, stop it. Stop it.
Wait, it's all just ads. It's all ads. The whole season is ads. He's a part of the season.
This ain't Chapter 2 OG. It really is not. It's cash grab season, man. This is Chapter 2 season cash grab is what we're calling it.
Nobody thinks this is good. There's no way you can watch this and be like, oh, this is fire, Fortnite cooked, because this is nothing short of an ad, and it's exactly what I said it was. It's a giant ad for all of these artists.
Trying to tell a story. They may get it wrong sometimes, but at least they're trying to keep it in Fortnite. This is just a sellout. There's no other way of looking at it.
Like, that they've taken something like this that was supposed to be so special, and they just decided to turn it into a huge advert for these celebrities and shoes.
When I saw this, man, I literally called, I said, I am boycotting this game. Because there's no way, man.
If I see any creator say that this was a good event, they need to be put on a whitelist or blacklist, whatever it needs to be. They can never be trusted.
I will never understand the amount of complaining, whining, and bitching towards this current season. The amount of content creators and other people in the Fortnite community getting angry because Epic wanted to add 4 rappers into a 1-month-long season. Now, I will admit, there are some legitimate complaints and criticism about this season that I will acknowledge in this video later on. But before we even get to the season, let's talk about the live event for a quick second. I'm going to be honest when I say this event is pretty good in my opinion. In fact, I give this event an 8.5 out of 10. I was curious to see what the event would be like, and to my surprise, I think it was really fun. It felt more like a concert than an actual event, but with a different twist. The amount of effort Epic put into having a concert in Times Square with Snoop Dogg and Ice Spice of all people was insane. Seriously, I was not expecting them to bring Ice Spice, especially considering what she's all about, but I'm not complaining. Was I expecting more from this event? Oh, most definitely. But it's not the worst live event like everyone else is claiming. Some people consider Fracture as the worst one, which I can't argue with because I haven't seen it before. But the Big Bang live event, in my opinion, was trash. Eminem should have been given a little more time, and if they were going to make a live event without any story elements, fine. But don't make it into a whole advertisement for your 3 modes, especially when one of them lost all support and can't even maintain more than 4K people. However, with Remix Prelude, I actually enjoyed it, even if I don't listen to Ice Spice that much. I think the ones that are justified for hating this event are the ones who care the most about the storyline. I can 100% understand their frustration because they were expecting the event to be a closure to Chapter 5. And even though I don't care too much about the story as long as the gameplay and everything else is good, I do think they should at least given the story a little more care. But hey, if you didn't enjoy this event, that is totally fine, but I don't agree with this event being the worst. Now let's talk about this new season, Fortnite Remix Chapter 2. I was hella shocked to see that this was going to be a blend of rappers and spies. I grew up on both old and new rappers, so hip-hop is one of my favorite genres alongside pop, rock, and K-pop. And to see Snoop Dogg not only have his time in Fortnite Festival, but also the new season, that was quite the ballsy move. And I didn't think we'd be getting a 4th Eminem skin, which is a remix of Rap Boy. But here he is, and by the time this video is up, he should be in the shop right now. And out of all the female rappers, I was not expecting Epic to collaborate with Ice Spice. And if I can recall, I think she's the first female rapper to have an icon skin. So congrats to her, and I'll probably get her entire set. I do hope her other skin is similar to her fit from her Munch music video. That's just me. I don't listen to her music that much, but some of the songs I've listened to ain't that bad. But it's not just the rappers being part of this season that's pissing the community off. In fact, it's more so the POIs being replaced with icon POIs. People aren't really vibing with Snoop Dogg taking over the agency, Eminem taking over the grotto, and Ice Spice taking over the shark. People were expecting this season to be exactly like Chapter 2, but is not okay with the rappers taking over some of the most beloved POIs in Chapter 2. Now, I can understand why you all would feel upset about this. Hell, even my cousins feel the same way. All right, so I want to ask all of you a question, like, knowing that we played this for like 3 days, and I want to give, what are your actual, what do you think of this season so far?
The fact that the battle pass over with already, I'm kind of angry.
Me personally, I like this season, but it's just that, it's just like, there's nothing really good about it. Like rappers are literally just taking over the whole season. That's really it. There's no story in it. There's no story in it. There's no like chapter 2. It's not really like the chapter 2 I want to see. Like the shark biome isn't the shark biome. It's the shark biome. The sharks biome. Because Ice Spice took that over. The agency isn't the agency. It's the dog pound. And Bomb, whatever her name is, isn't her. It's a remix of her, which is absolute trash. The grotto isn't grotto. It's spaghetti mom. It's bad. It's just bad.
I mean, you can't really judge it that quickly. I mean, we haven't even all the other POIs haven't even been added yet.
You're right.
You see, kind of for me, everything is kind of perfect, but I just don't like the way how they just change it. Like for Journey, it's mostly rappers taking over everything.
Gross.
Like, I liked it better where everything was just normal. Like, if Midas actually came back, I actually would have been happy. I wouldn't know how the story would have kept going. Like, would Midas be looking new, different, old, same way? Added the drum gun back or not? They did, which a different version.
Taking something you love and changing it to something you don't like can be a bit of a bummer. However, when you give it a chance and see what it has to offer, you'll start to appreciate it as time goes by. But calling this season nothing but a big ad is a huge stretch. The way I see it, adding these rappers into this season made sense considering the theme of it. Music artists have made remixes to the iconic and most popular songs. Remixes work to add a spin to it and to make it as unique as the original song. Let me give you an example. A few days ago, I was listening to the remix of Megan Thee Stallion's song Mamushi, which features the K-pop group Twice, and it's really good. It was genius to have the Japanese members rap the hook, and I like the fact that Megan had a brand new verse to the remix instead of just using the original. Now, contrast that aspect of remixes to Fortnite Remix. Epic wanted to add a unique spin to the season without just making the map entirely the same. And by adding these rappers to the season while also sticking to the other main theme, this was meant to please two different camps, ones who enjoy Chapter 2 and the others who enjoy hip-hop. And trust me when I say this, you will get bored with this season as time goes by if they made the Chapter 2 map exactly the same. And plus, it's not like they added all the POIs at once. We're getting one for each week to keep the game fresh and engaging. So why get mad and upset over something that's not going to fully affect the Chapter 2 map? We aren't even a week in and already people are calling it terrible without even giving it a chance. You may not like seeing Ice Spice being in the game, but you have to understand that she still has a fan base regardless of her album sales and the controversy she's been in. And if you don't like her taking over the shark, just avoid it. Don't go to it if it bothers you. But even with all that, you cannot deny the fact that it still feels like Chapter 2. Driving in 4-seater cars and trucks, upgrading weapons, the loot pool, the POIs, and of course, hit scan. Thank God they brought that back, and hopefully they'll keep it in Chapter 6. But regardless, I do think the hate towards this season is simply unjustified. But I can understand the criticism behind the season and its theming. I know there are a lot of people who love Chapter 2 with all their heart. Even my cousins prefer it to be exactly like Chapter 2. And while I may disagree, I totally get what they're coming from. Now, I want to put all of that aside and address something that I find very bittersweet, and it's something that really shocked me at the end of Fortnite Reload Prelude. During Chapter 5 Season 1, Juice WRLD's manager confirmed that he's coming to Fortnite. Now, I was totally fine with it as long as it's his music that's being added. However, at the end of the Fortnite remix trailer, they actually teased a Juice WRLD skin. I was very curious on how this would turn out, and on that same day, Juice WRLD's mom came out with a statement on the upcoming collab. Gerard always loved to play Fortnite. It was more than just entertainment for him. It was a way to connect with others. From a young age, video games were a part of how he bonded with friends and family. and being in Fortnite is an incredible tribute to that connection. I know he would be overjoyed to see how his love for games continue to bring people together across different spaces, just like his music does. Now, before this became a thing, I was against the idea of having a Juice WRLD skin in Fortnite for one specific reason. It wouldn't make sense to have him in the game since he would need to be alive for that to happen. However, after reading his mom's statement on this, I get the feeling that they may have planned this out before his passing. Juice WRLD enjoyed playing Fortnite, and it was around that time where he became a household name in hip-hop. So maybe they had this collaboration planned out, but didn't want to execute it due to his abrupt passing. But now Juice WRLD's mom and his team wants to honor his legacy in Fortnite, and I think this is bittersweet. I would much prefer him to be here to witness this, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Despite this, I am genuinely looking forward to the Juice WRLD concert at the end of the season. To make things even more interesting, we're also getting a Juice WRLD skin for free. To honor Juice's legacy and love for Fortnite, all players who log in between 1 AM ET on November 30th and 1 AM ET on December 1st will receive the cel-shaded Slayer Juice WRLD outfit. Mad props to Epic Games for this. I think this was a very awesome and sweet thing for them to do. I kind of wish this was an exclusive skin though, because I don't know about buying a skin based on a deceased artist, but I'll let it slide this time. Hopefully this will be the only time they do this. And I also hope the concert is good, at least to make some of these people in the Fortnite community shut up, because they are already judging this finale when it hasn't even come out yet, and already they think this will be another Big Bang Live event. I think people are way too entitled and serious on the storyline, which is really worrying. I understand wanting to have closure to the Chapter 5 story, but like, can we just put the storyline to the side for just one season and have fun? Isn't that the point of what Fortnite is? Yes, the story ties everything together, but the majority of people are coming into Fortnite to have fun and play the game. Fortnite is a wacky, cartoony third-person shooter that isn't meant to be taken seriously. Wanting to have an IRL event to share with those at home is not a bad thing, especially if they're wanting to have it in Times Square. Epic wanted to try something new for once with the live events, and yet people can't even appreciate the amount of hard work and effort they put into it, which is really sad. You may not like Remix Prelude, but you gotta give Epic the credit they deserve for putting a lot of effort into that event. Remix Prelude was not an advertisement, and neither is Remix Chapter 2. So instead of complaining about what they're doing with the events and seasons, maybe learn to give proper feedback on what can be improved on this season and the future chapters. If you don't like this season, that's totally fine, but either learn to get used to the changes of Remix Chapter 2 or just wait until Chapter 6 come out. But whatever you do, stop complaining about Fortnite Remix Chapter 2. What do you guys think the viewers should do?
Drop a like down below and subscribe, guys.
If you enjoyed today's video, then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those notifications on to join the Star Nation. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter, and while you're at it, check out my previous video. Now.